interesting. Some people just bombing it straight out of the pits, no concern for their tyre wear. Some people, actually leaving and trying to build up some heat without destroying the tyres.
I mean, they're gonna need it. Cold tires on rain-affected tracks never work. So yeah, just building up the tires, getting heat in, getting some rubber, and then just laying down the dry line well enough to qualify for pole position. That's what people at the back are
And you have to
doing. They
remember,
know
only
well.
only the top 16 from both AM qualifying and Pro will advance to the race. So these AM drivers are under a bit more pressure than some of the pros who will more likely be guaranteed to get a spot.
Mm. And we could see here some of them just holding back as far as Cops Corner, whilst the leaders in case are getting ready to start some of their qualifying laps now. We could see Fish and Kvyat starting their laps now. They're practically
I'll go on board
bumper
with
to front with
Kvyat.
each
Oh
other.
yeah,
Oh, and
they're
he's made a
racing.
send.
They're racing. They're not advisable.
Racing in qualifying. Come on, boys, mature up a bit. And he's going to go down the inside in qualifying. Is he going to push him off track?
Bit of
Just a bit.
tank slapper over the curb.
Simon's getting the best view of this battle at the moment, in qualifying, mind you. Is he going to make that
Round
move?
the
So he
outside
pushes him
almost.
quite a bit on the outside.
Mate,
And then switches over to the inside.
Oh my word, no regard for qualifying, they just want to race.
And now we see Kvyat putting in a 45-2.
8 tenths.
4 minutes left.
Impressive stuff.
Yeah, pretty good lap. Again, for AM standards, that is a great lap. Definitely assuring for top 3.
It's only like a 1.2 seconds off pro wet pace. As we see Quag going wide, that will be his lap done for. He's running out of time to get a good lap in here. If he's not careful,
got to get a good one in for track position.
He might get eliminated completely and not be able to race.
And that would be troublesome for Quag because, as we all know, and he's onto the grass.
If I were him, I'd think I'd pull into the pits right now. Right, he doesn't. Oh, he does now.
Well, I don't know what he's doing.
Bit of, and he's gone. First race quit. Oh, he's weaving to get a good lead into his eyes. I think that's his out lap. Well, definitely. And
Kvyat, my! He hits Void. What is
going on there?
Pandemonium at Maggots and Beckett's.
That's most likely going to be a penalty.
Just couldn't get the brake stopped in time and, well, just tank slaps into Void.
That'll be good for them as War goes wide again. Same corner as he did last lap. And he peels into the pits, lap abandoned. I think that should be it for AM qualifying then. Nicely through Vale then. See what this lap will be. Looking for somewhere in the realm of a 144. See what he does. 145.6, so not too good. But Techno 144.6 straight away.
So we're blue then. Slower than the AM pole time, and Techno a second ahead. Granted.
See if he can go a bit better than his last lap, as he gets a nice slide, good rotation on through Vale.
His last lap was 145.6. He now goes second with a 145.0. So 6 tenths immediately found there. Pretty so far, no man has had an answer for Techno as he slides all about at Beckett's, much as the other pro drivers have been doing. But Techno has been the most calm, the most conservative out there, holding those lines, keeping the car.
Did technically get a lap in at the end, so not a good one, but it's enough to let him actually start the race, albeit from the back. So you see Techno coming
and as a pro driver, that's never good news. But it is going to be good news for Techno as he comes across the line. Does he improve? Not quite, but does that matter? Probably not, because he still holds on to P1.
There you go then, Techno on pole for round 1. Strong start from Kessel Racing with P1 and P3. Spectate Wembley. Here we go then, red lights coming on. 30 laps of Silverstone into the night. And it's go. See who gets a good start, who doesn't. And to be honest, can't really see anything with the spray. Ferrari side by side going into turn 1. Looks like Epic Lexa pulls slightly ahead of Techno. The Techno has the insides, and the pack just goes spearing off as Webley sends it up the inside of his own teammate. And Epic Lexa has a nice margin now. Not quite out of the slipstream, but definitely escaping that giant pack. Try and see what's going on further back. We've got 2 wide with the and unified. Got tagged by the Ford.
Yeah, they're all jockeying for position here as we predicted early. The AM class
big
especially
crash! Oh my
massive
word!
incident. And there we go.
Yeah, that's not going to be good for their races. And that looks like Maxi taken out. Not what you want to be seeing. As we go back to the front here. And we have a virtual safety car straight away.
And we have the virtual safety car ending now. Ready to go green flag.
Not green flag quite, yeah. I think it will be coming out of here. Or we might just go for another lap. We'll see. And here we go then.
And there we go.
Good start for Epic. Ferrari's tussling in the background. I think that's Kvyat. Up there as you see the pack storming down into the left field. Techno thinking about a move up the inside. Doesn't quite get it done. And that's a Ford. Is that a Ford up into P3? An AM driver. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely amazing surge from these AM cars here, especially Kvyat. But right now the focus is on Techno as well.
And they're
Switches
side by
to the
side.
outside. Can he make the move stick? There's a bit of tussling. Forces him onto the grass. Brilliant racing going on here, but Epic still maintains position.
And this is going to invite.
And oh my god!
He's come from absolutely nowhere.
Is he going to think about the move? Is he going to go down the inside?
Nah, I think we're going to have a bit of a slipstream train with the. Yeah, not going to quite be able to go for it here.
It's whether Warlock wants to be braver or not. Of course, in the AM class, fighting against the pros here. In a possible podium position.
That looks like a CC for him, and Warlock goes into P2. But Techno will still have the inside. This could end poorly for Warlock here with the outside, but no, he does hang on and comes ahead of Techno.
Right, Wesker only thinking about it on the inside, but doesn't make it stick. But wow, look at this.
Going 3 wide.
Incredible scenes.
P1. And Epic Lexa does go defense. It's going to compromise his exit. Techno gets it inside, and I think that is job done if my likes right ends. Yeah, Techno up into P1. So taking it back at the pole, but goes wide, and he's going to get the slowdown, but it's not enough to stop him. We're still going 3 wide. Inside. And Jen's just sitting in the background, biding his time, waiting for an opportunity. Ooh, Epic Lexa sneaks up the inside.
And now
doesn't
Jen
get the exit.
Alongside Warlock.
He's got to be careful. That might be a warning for contact.
Oh, speaking of Jen, look at this. On the inside of Cops.
Yeah.
Look at the P2. Can he get it stuck in?
Oh, this is not 3 wide for Cops. He's not ending well.
Just about.
And you see Warlock into the lead. Absolutely incredible. I've no clue
Jen's
how
going to
this
get pushed
happens.
on the inside here.
Ooh,
they make contact just a bit.
Nearly
unsettling the car.
Saves it. So Warlock goes very, very deep. That's going to compromise his exit. And yeah, Jen goes through and Techno goes through as well. So up to P1 for a moment there, but couldn't quite keep it. Let's go back on board with the leaders then. Looks like Jen has consolidated his lead. But gets a CC, but not enough for Techno to get past. Warlock past Epic Lexa, and this front 4 is really starting to pull away now.
Yeah, They've just been a pack
You see
ahead of
the
everyone else.
massive
And,
train
oh,
behind Webley.
I'm seeing it, but here we go. Down into the corner, Jen gets pushed onto the grass just a little bit and onto those mini sausage curbs. And I think Techno just forced to go wide there. Hopefully he didn't compromise his entry for cops, just getting a little bit of slipstream.
He's gonna have a think
Could
about
make the
into
move
cops,
down
but
as
no.
early into maggots.
You've got to be careful with the maggots. Quite a sketchy corner, this complex, and if you get one bit wrong, then you're finished for the whole complex.
But look
So
at
you see
Warlock,
Techno
he's just
drawing
sticking
alongside,
in,
but
and
that
he's
leaves
gone
the
down the
door open.
inside.
Warlock
Wait, I think he's going to try and go for the lead
Warlock's
here,
been a
Warlock.
massive surprise here. An AM driver fighting for the overall win. It'd be incredible to see an AM driver winning round one. Techno back
But
up
Techno-
inside. I think, yeah, back up to P1. So still a 4-way fight for the lead here. But oh my god, Warlock nearly did the free place Amazon.
Jen's going to have the inside for P2, and he makes it stick into the last corner, almost pushing Warlock onto the gravel there. And job well done by Jen.
We're still only 7 tenths separating the top 4 here, and just Maxi's made an incredible recovery from dead last on lap 1 of a massive incident to P5 now, and maybe looking to catch up to this lead group who are defending hard into turn 4, I believe.
Yeah, the more they keep fighting, the more the other pack will start catching up, and
But
Maxi can
it
just
looks
sense.
like Jen's got a nice breathing cushion here. And if
Warlock trying
these
to go defensive.
if these 3 behind Jen keep battling, then he's just gonna disappear.
Or they make a slight bit of contact, and I think Epiclexer sees the opportunity, says thank you very much, and P2 comes with it.
These are critical moments of this race now, because Jen is, I think, just pulling out of slipstream, and if these 3 keep battling, it's just gonna be gone as they do. 2 of them going wide, and this is bringing Maxi back in, Kvyat as well.
Yeah, Maxi, best seat in the house at the moment, watching all this unfold,
Ooh!
wondering what can come of this as we see. I think that is Techno going wide a bit
Going
there.
wide, and they're
As
starting
Jen,
to spread out a bit now, finally, after 7 whole laps of constant fighting.
now, oh look at
See,
this.
the rain
We
has
have
actually ended now.
fight.
So these drivers are going to be having to think about whether they want to come in for hards right now and try and go to the end, or maybe go for a medium and another medium stint. And we see the front pack peeling into the pits now. Oh no, that's a flip.
Oh
He
my
keeps
god.
it. And that's what you get for
And he
trying
makes
to
a
break
move.
the speed limit into the pits. The drivers are well
And because
warned.
we have a car upside down. Oh, we have a car
Drivers
upside
were
down.
warned not to speed into the pits, but some of them are still doing it.
But what I want to see here is Techno going to get ahead of both
Side by
Warlock
side
and
coming out
Epic.
into the pits, and we have a virtual safety.
And we have a
car.
virtual safety car. Well, this is difficult because
Well,
they came out
yeah,
literally
they were
side by side, I think.
So one of them's gonna have to give it up. It looks like.
I think
Epic
by a
does.
whisker. Yeah, I think Techno was just a bit ahead there, and Epic, by the skin of his teeth, just forced to hold up there. Very close call. And the finest margins can let you have track position in times like this.
Then safety car ending.
We are now going to be
Interesting.
very interesting call from the governing bodies here. But this pulls Webley back
Green
into the
flag,
race.
here we
No
go.
green.
Too wide into Stone. Jen does indeed stay ahead, and Techno with a not so great start there, down to P4 as we see some drivers going wide on the backgrounds. And it's too
Epic
wide
fall.
into Vale for P1. Absolute
Very
chaos.
audacious and epic. No.
I mean, he's got time. Oh my god, what is going on in the backgrounds?
I don't understand. What is this all about?
3 wide it looks like.
Warning all of the drivers
Into turn
here.
1. We've got the 2 row BMW cars fighting.
And now Epic
It's
Flexer, who was
a
jockeying
mighty gaggle
for
of
the lead,
cars.
now jockeys with the other AM cars, but somehow finds a way through all of them immediately. Now he's got to try and get back into the mindset of chasing after the leaders again, trying to test the limits of their car, trying to test the limits of the track as we see here. And the lights do come on here in Silverstone.
So it's going to be 3 wide going into Stowe for P2. Techno with the inside is going to keep the position, but Maxi looking for the cutback is going to put him on the outside of the Vale. And I don't think he's going to get the move done. No, he does not. Epic Lexer poking his nose. Epic Lexer gets the switchback. Up into P4, I believe.
Very clean and tidy move from Epic Flexer there. Just picked his moment
Nuts,
right
the
and
whole pack.
sieged in.
Let's go back to the front two. Still nose to tail, but I believe they might be working together because Warlock's just been sat behind Jen, but it's not working because here comes Techno. And that little front two that we're getting away is being drawn back into the main pack. That's because of their hard tyres, not quite as much grip.
A little bit of a snake queue forming there at the moment.
Come through Luffield. Techno with the move up the inside. Robust move, man. And Techno he needs to be getting past this lot if he wants to win, because these are hard runners. These guys won't be pitting again, I don't think.
That was a very good move from Techno there. A sign of I'm coming through. Oh, Epic Flexer goes super wide.
I can promise you it's not faster.
Oh, definitely not, especially if you're almost onto the gravel there. That is not good news, and Epic is just testing and testing the limits. But eventually, catches up to both of them.
He's back into this fight for P1, and we've got Maxi at the back there just hanging onto this battle, biding his time. Let's go too wide for P2. Ooh, Jen gets a bit loose there, and that's going to invite Epic up, and Warlock it looks like. I have to settle for P3 here, so Jen P1 to P3, but that's alright, he's on the hard tire, he doesn't have to be beating these guys, he just has to be putting in consistent times.
He just needs to keep it cool and keep it on the track. He cannot afford many mistakes this early into the race, and as I say that, the commentator's curse goes a bit wide.
And what Techno needs to do here is just disappear basically, because he's going to definitely have to go for another stop on his mediums. Techno does set the fastest lap, so he's putting the times in.
They provide some of the most entertaining fights you'll see all evening.
It looks like Techno is pulling away a lot here.
Once again, the race almost neutralised.
Look at this battle for P2, he's still going, and it looks like he could be going 4 wide into Stowe. Unfortunately, I do get a lag spike, but I can't quite see what happens.
Oh, Epic is just pushed a bit wide by Warlock there. Speaking of Warlock, he's going to try and make a move down the inside, is he? I think he is.
And he gets
inside
tagged
becomes the
by
outside,
Maxi.
becomes the inside.
They're losing time in the buckets here, and that's inviting, I think that's Astronomia into this battle. Another arm driver into this battle then.
Oh, he hit a bomb.
Techno's gone. Techno's checked out. This is what Jen did in the first stint. Techno is now doing, showing that all of these drivers are capable of controlling a race. And no one
now
peeling into
just
the
pulled ahead. And I think there's been a change for second place.
He's gone through with Warlock right behind Epic Lexer. Warlock, the AM driver, still in the overall podium. Phenomenal debut.
I've been really impressed with him so far. AM class, yeah, he's showing no signs of slowing down at the moment. Keeping it cool in front of the pro drivers. And
the fog,
I think
the fog is coming.
Oh god, visibility is
down the
shocking
drain.
here.
You barely see the cars from the cameras. Hopefully this fog will lift soon.
They will have to try and pit again.
And it looks like we've got just Maxi and Astronomia going side by side. Simon in the background, missing his braking principle. And Maxi, pretty good recovery. like we said, crashing out on the first lap, but back up into the top 4. And a side by side
We've seen
still into Luffield.
gets the move somewhat stuck. There we go. He's got it. Yeah, we've seen a lot of comeback stories so far here in Silverstone. It's been brilliant to watch some of the drivers just claw their way back up the field, showing their prowess
Astronomy,
in overtaking.
to the back of Maxi. Maxi lets him go. I think that's a smart thing to do there. You don't want to fight at this point in a race. You just want to get your head down and put in fast laps as the strategy starts to come into it. Floppy and TXH still fighting. Floppy's going to be looking for the outside here. Trying to look for the cutback and gets it done. What a move.
Brilliant bit of racing. Just the utmost amount of respect between the two drivers. But now Void will try and get
here go wide, and that's going to have TXH going up the inside. Ooh, Floppy onto the gravel, but holds on. Good save. Herbuff Porsche and the Garage 59 McLaren juking it out. Looks like Lewis is going to try hold it around the outside, and he does. What a move. He's going to give him the inside for Luffield. Void's going to get shuffled out wide. They're still side by side coming off the cops. And I think Void is going to ducks to the inside, but Lewis covers it off.
What I find unusual is that, by the looks of it, both Kvyat and Void, who we're seeing now trying to make a move, all on soft tyres, which don't last long at all.
They're not going to last until the end of the race, I don't think, to be honest. I think these lot must have done a pit stop onto the softs. If I were them, I probably would have gone for the mediums. You see Epic getting dropped by Techno even more. This might be it for Techno. It would be a good win for Techno. A good way to kickstart his season. But it's definitely not over yet. So we see these drivers at the back fighting like they're fighting for a win. And Void lets Lewis go. Good respect shown now. And also the smart thing to do to avoid a penalty. Have a battle for P3, I believe. Yeah, Jen and
I think it is
Maxi side by side down the main straight. These two that were previously working together now looking to fight for that podium. And you know what we haven't done this race so far is Jen sends it up the inside. We haven't gone into any of the team radios. Interested to see what they're saying. Maybe we can go into Jen's team radios at the same time.
Slowly. But
my run's done, bro.
He's not helping her.
Some bipolar ass laps fucking counter, dude. Like we got 20s, 30, 27, 30, 29. Fucking what's next? 74. I can't like, bro. This strat is just not peaking.
And there you hear it then. Drivers complaining about the changing of the laps, messing up their strategy. And Jen also complaining about Maxi holding him up.
Yeah, it's quite a tussle between the two, but Jen's sole focus now will be on Epic. Just trying to make that move stick.
They are catching up here. The hards, I think the hards are really coming to their own. The mediums are not built for this kind of duration. Jen does
and I think
sort of have to defend there.
He's going to pounce on Jen.
Oh, is that Techno into the pits?
Takes a wider line.
That's Techno into the pits.
That is Techno into the pits. Well then, what a surprise here.
That's a pretty decent stop, but that is interesting. He goes onto the soft tire.
And onto the soft tire.
I don't know if that was the right call, but it's certainly going to make this a lot more interesting. So that puts Epic into the lead, and I think Epic's going to probably want to say thank you very much and not going to pit, I don't think. But god, you can see the likes of Just Maxi is really catching up to Epic now. So this race that we thought was just going to be one and done by Techno pulling out is now reignited.
As well
Let's
as
go on board with Jen
Oh,
here as we see Epic Lexa going extremely
oh,
wide.
Epic is on the gravel.
And that's going to bring
Unreal.
Maxi, and that is, you'd have to say, this is not good for Epic Lexa because he's on dead mediums and his hard runners, they're gonna get past him pretty easily, you would imagine. So
And this should
on board
surely
with Jen
be-
here in the slipstream train, coming up to Stowe. Maxi looking for a move around the outside. As we see Jen sneaks past the both of them, he's gonna be on the outside for Vale here. See if he can get the move done. I think it's 3 wide based on what I can see from the headlights. But Epic Lexa does hold on to the position. But Maxi now with the inside on Jen. They're side by side going into turn 1. And you now have 4/10 separating the top 3. But Techno is only 3 seconds behind, so Techno, I think, may have made the right strategy call here. He's catching rapidly on these guys. Epic Lexa going wide there, and Techno is now onto these guys, so Techno making the bold call, going onto the softs. And oh my word, nearly got forced
Almost into the old
pits.
pit wall.
But she's gonna shoot
And this
past
is
these
great
guys
news
now.
for Maxi.
Well, Maxi, I
Oh,
wouldn't
and
say so
Jen
because
just
Techno.
gets tapped.
Techno is going to be up onto the back of Maxi, and you have to say probably this time next lap. Yeah, look at the rate at which Techno
But-
can just carry so much more speed through Stowe. He's already onto the back of Maxi.
We might see a change for lead as early as turn 3. Or,
Well, not
as
even
I'm being
then.
proved, the last call.
And Techno reclaims the lead after making that bold strategy call. But it's not over yet. Maxi can fight this. It's just going to be difficult. You just see Techno more mechanical grip. Just pulling away in the acceleration zones, able to get the power down much more smoothly.
But right now, we're going to start the final lap with Techno in the lead.
Here we go then.
And here we go.
Final lap, 1.7 seconds. I don't see any universe in which Techno doesn't win this at this point.
A very cool, calm, and composed
Ooh, Warlock!
character. Epic.
Warlock made it past Epic. Like I said,
And
he
now
might be.
Weblu's going to be on him.
Weblu from having flipped, speeding into the pit lane, is now on the back of Epic Lexa in the fellow Ferrari, and Warlock, he's rubbing his hands and laughing here. He's gone.
He's going to go round the outside to try and get this move done, and he is.
Gets the move done. Disaster for Epic Lexa. But he's not
He's
done
gonna
yet.
have-
He's gonna think about
he's
it into
going
cops.
for
Will
it.
they touch? They do. Epic Lexa forced into this corner car. I don't think he's gonna be too happy about them. But as we look further forward, then Techno, dominant race, you'd have to say. Fighting for the lead for the whole race and then just pulling away at the end with a brilliant strategy call. Coming through the final few corners into the chicane. And around the final corner. And that's going to be it then for Techno. Takes the win, weaves across the line. Solid win, brilliant strategy call. And let's look further back to Epic Lexa. Looks like he does lose out to Weblu. So it's going to be Techno, Maxi, and then Jen, your top 3, and War takes the win in Am. Let's try and see if we can see Viak, who just gets pipped by, or just stays
Oh.
ahead almost of Unified on the last lap there. Extremely close battle.